You're hungry, are you? I see. Oh, I see. Great. I've been trying to make a video all day, but with my lovely Christmassy setup, but my adoring family won't let me, so we're just gonna have to make it as we go. Back from the New Year's Eve party. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for, well, no, I'm glad it is 2024. Now, obviously this video is supposed to be about all of my predictions for 2024 as to what I think is going to happen to all of my, not victims, the people I talk about in my videos. Targets, something less threatening. Subjects, yeah, that'll do. My predictions as to what will happen in 2024 to my subjects, the subjects of my videos. Now, I could sit here and give you some willy-nilly basic bitch predictions that you could get from any old channel. I think this, I guess this will happen. But that's not what the Daniel Boland show is all about. Here we only deal in cold hard facts. That's why I'm going to need a little help from some scientific experts in the field. Celebrity psychics. This guy seems legit.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Psychic Medium Ray. If you're tuning in, this is what you've been waiting for. A lot of you have been asking for my celebrity and world predictions for 2024. I'm going to start off with Taylor Swift. After her successful tour, I see her wanting to have a quality time for romance. I also see her wanting to have a baby. That's been on her mind a lot, and she may become pregnant anywhere between now and 2 years of this prediction.
Ooh, so Taylor Swift is getting broody. She's going to have a successful tour, and then she's going to start preparing her nest like a bird, like a swift, under the eave of a building somewhere. I hope you've got plenty of saliva, Taylor. The good thing, though, is that after the eggs are laid, they will hatch after 3 or 4 weeks, and we'll spend about 8 weeks in the nest before fledging. She's not actually a swift. Better get a move on, though. She's no spring chicken either.
Next thing I see is Britney Spears. After a successful book and newfound freedom, I see Britney possibly contemplating music projects in the future. Now, I know this goes against like what she's said publicly, but I feel like other celebs have been in her ear, and it's very possible that she will get back in the studio, even if it's for a collab. I know a lot of people have written her off, but she's far from done. Donald Trump. A lot of people want to know about Donald Trump. So everyone wants to know if he will go to prison. The answer is no, and this could always change because nothing is written in stone.
I'm starting to have second thoughts about this guy. Nothing is written in stone. What kind of a celebrity psychic are you?
But I do not see him at this current time going to prison. However, his legal battles are far from over.
So what he's saying is the jury is quite literally still out on that one. How insightful.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr. There is a lot of scrutiny with Robert. I feel like many want him to follow in the footsteps of his family members.
I don't think anyone's saying that.
Doja Cat. I see Doja working hard, but her mental health isn't the best.
Doja Cat's mental health isn't the best? And you call yourself a witch doctor, you ludicrous quack?
Biden. I don't see President Biden being in good health. I feel like we will continue to see him trying to get through the year. However, winning a re-election is going to be challenging. However, it's not impossible.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Climate. We will see massive earthquakes around the world. I see something in Indonesia and Mexico being hit hard with earthquakes.
That's pretty brutal. What a massive L. What a way to start 2024, eh? Mexico and Indonesia. I'm sorry to break it to you. I really am.
I also feel we will experience warmer and colder temps in places that have typically the opposite.
Warm where it's normally cold, and cold where it's normally warm. That's enough for me. Bring on the climate lockdowns of 2024, please.
Outer space. I feel like there might be some disruption with satellites in 2024 that affect our energy grids. This won't be something that disrupts a lot of what we have, but certain parts of the world might be more affected, in particular South America.
Oh no, not South America now.
And then finally, robots. We will continue to see more robots taking over jobs at warehouses, facilities, and even some restaurants. This will leave many out of jobs and we'll have to find new career paths.
And all of your jobs are going to be taken over by robots. Lovely place to end. Now we're going to take a look at another celebrity sidekick. This woman has a very serious method, a very scientific method for predicting 2024's celebrity stuff. You'll see.
Jemima Packington, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us. You are Mystic Veg. And there's the veg.
Paramancers.
Right. Okay. So, how did this come about?
Nervous breakdown.
What do you do exactly?
Not take her medication.
What I do is I take some asparagus and then I cast it onto a flat surface. And then from the patterns it makes, I'm able to make predictions.
I see. And tell me, Jemima, what did the asparagus tell you to do this morning?
Right. So it's like reading the runes type thing, but with asparagus?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And how did you discover that asparagus worked to predict things?
Through her psychosis, naturally.
Oh, eons ago when I was a small girl.
I guess Jemima's parents weren't fans of electroconvulsive therapy, which was all the rage when she was a little girl. That would have sorted out any asparagus delusions. The asparagus told me. Yes, of course it did, Jemima.
Right. And I think it's a very earthy vegetable, and it grows so quickly. It's strong, and it seems to work for me.
All right, let's get on with it. Let's hear the prediction, shall we?
Right, okay. Does it work with any other vegetables?
Oh, we've tried it. Broccoli's no good.
Broccoli's no good.
Right, okay. That would be my obvious one, obviously, because they're quite similar, aren't they?
Cauliflower, carrots, no, just doesn't work. But
No.
asparagus.
Right, asparagus. Okay. So what are your big predictions for 2024, you and your asparagus?
Right, deaths of world leaders.
Oh.
But the US will have a female president.
Did she just say Joe Biden's going to die? That is an incredibly sick thing that psychics do, isn't it? Predicting people's death. That happened to me once. I was at dinner with some crazy witch woman who was a friend of a friend or whatever, and she told my wife to get some good life insurance for her husband because he wasn't going to make it past 5 months. That was fucking 6 or 7 years ago. So I win, bitch.
Oh, wow. Right, okay.
Kamala Harris.
Wow. Where would you rather be right now? Mexico, Indonesia, South America, or the USA?
Oh, that's interesting. And what shape did the asparagus land in to predict that?
It formed the shape of a massive twat.
It's very difficult to explain.
Yeah, I bet it is.
There are certain things connected, for instance, with royal family. You see a crown, and if there is a breakup, like I predicted this year, separations and divorces within royal family, the spears break.
Okay, but what form do the asparagi, take when a crown is going to break? Ah, got you.
Or they,
Right.
and you're able to interpret from that.
Right. I say Kamala Harris is going to be the next president of the US, then?
No, she's not going to be.
Ooh, Hillary. I think I'm leaning towards Indonesia at the moment.
Right.
But the next president will be female.
Oh, right, will be female. Right, okay. And what about over here, our politics, which is just as mad as America at the moment, aren't they? We have a general election at some point coming up. Who's going to win that one?
Well, I will tell you now that the asparagus has said that Keir Starmer
Is a big spaz. I know, I'm letting myself down by saying spaz and twat and things like that all the time, just because it sounds nice.
The asparagus has said that Keir Starmer will not lead the Labour Party into the next election.
Keir Starmer won't?
He won't.
Oh, why? What's going to happen to him?
He will also be dead.
Well, there's a regime change throughout the world. People are getting a bit sick and tired, and they're looking at their leaders, and they're not very happy.
Well, he might not be everybody's cup of tea, but if I know Keir Starmer, he's sure going to put up a fight.
And just try and whack it. Yes, this is good. And again. That's it. And again. Try and breathe. Relax. That's it.
So, you know, the people will speak and things are going to change at the top.
Right. So who's going to take over? I mean, maybe the asparagus wasn't that accurate, but I mean, on who was actually going to take over? I mean, Angela Rayner, maybe?
Fuck me, I'd like to know what indicates Angela Rayner taking over the Labour Party. The asparagus just sort of shrivels up and dies in front of you.
Didn't even get that far, just knew it would be him.
Right, okay. And what about the royal family? Is there any predictions for the royal family this year?
Just watch out for news from Montecito. There are going to be separations and divorces within the royal family. And remember, it is extended, but there's going to be quite some news from Montecito.
Right, so it could be a Harry and Meghan split?
That looks on the cards.
Oh, controversial.
How many of us feel battered, helpless, in the face of the seemingly endless stream of disasters and devastation?
God damn it, no. I don't want them to separate. I don't want Harry to disappear into obscurity and Meghan and go their separate ways. I want them producing material. I want more podcasts. I want them to do stuff. That was the plan, wasn't it? When they left the royal family, they were going to make stuff. And now they're not making stuff anymore. It's... I don't know. What are your predictions for 2024? 2024? I hope they're not as bleak as this video. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Happy New Year.